This video is brought to you by AKSIAS.
Hello everyone, welcome to AKSIAS. In this video, I'm going to explain you what exactly a UPSC aspirant must know before he starts his preparation. So there are many things which people have issues about: where to start, how to start, and what exactly you need to do in the process. So first of all, as soon as you enter into this preparation, try to make a clear note of syllabus, right? Try to prepare or collect micro schedule that is available. In the sense, every subject, see guys, now in the syllabus you know that subjects like history, polity, economy, geography must be read, but within that, what all you must complete is one important thing that you need to focus. So the first thing is, in every subject, let me take history, right? In history, you must be aware that there is ancient history, there is medieval history, there is modern history, post-independence India, then you have world history, then you have art and culture. This is one part. This anyone will tell you. Fine. But what you must be focusing is within ancient, right? What are all the subparts that we must be aware about? Fine. So, one is, first, don't go with the books. First, go with the syllabus. Try to write down properly about the syllabus of every subject. To be frank, guys, if you write every subject syllabus in detail, that itself should take 20 to 30 pages properly if you are noting down. This should be the first thing a person who is preparing for UPSC must be doing. After this, my suggestion to you is, once you know the schedule properly, micro schedule properly, then you need to look for books. Now, when we are talking about the books, it is very important for you to know that every subject, multiple sources are available. And guys, if you go to a bookshop, the bookshop guy will tell you certain books where he may have his own profit margin. I'll see, many bookshops, as soon as you go, some basic books they give you for sure. Remaining, it is they will tell, no ma'am, this book is good, this book is good. So they will act smartly to tell you that they know better than you. So I would like to say, don't collect all the books and keep at one place. Rather than that, you pick a topic like ancient history. Fine. For ancient history, which books I should refer to? So you make at least 2 to 3 books. You see, at least 2 to 3 books. If you're confused, you can ask us, or if you're attending coaching, your faculties will be explaining you which book they will refer. Normally, I would say, try to read at least, one book for every topic. Because some people say class notes will be enough, institution material will be enough. No. One book is mandatory for any subject that you take. Second, whenever we talk about the books, please know that the books need to be divided into two parts. One is standard book. What is a standard book? Standard book means every line in the book becomes important to you. Such books are your NCERT. Fine? And you have reference books. Means these books you are using only to understand a concept, not to remember and write or read every line. So, for every subject, try to ensure you have, mostly standard books read at least once. And for few subjects like economy, history, right, Indian society, internal security, for such issues, use reference books as much as possible. People normally say a UPSC aspirant, as soon as he starts his preparation, he must be focusing more on NCERT books. Here, I differ from people in two means. One, guys, let me take, sir, I am planning to join coaching after 1 year. In this 1 year, what should I do so that it will be easy for me to go through the things, and as soon as I start attending coaching or so, it would be easier. Then people will tell read NCERT books. I'll also say fine, go with it. But if a person is actually telling you, you have joined coaching, please complete NCERT books before you come to class. Here I have an issue. See, if you take a subject like history, geography or polity, when you read an NCERT book for the first time, many people think NCERT is basics books, but I would say these are standard books. If there are any books from where questions are coming in prelims directly, mains directly, is NCERT books. So they are not at all your basic books. They are standard books. Sir, then if we read in the beginning, is it helpful? Yes, but listen. If you attend coaching, the faculty will be teaching you that subject in depth. So, once you attend the class, if you want, you do this. Like, before attending a class, you read the topic. Attend the class. After attending the class, revise once from the book. That is NCERT book again. Now, what is a normal average student doing? If I talk to the student, he tells me, sir, I attended your class, I had read NCERT before, now I will read standard book. Now what happens? Let me tell. Every line in NCERT book has a meaning. In the beginning, when you are reading without your knowledge about the issue, you won't be understanding every line in the book. So, you would have just glanced at the book and you would have got a basic understanding. After attending the class, your concepts would be clear. After this, if you start reading NCERT book, trust me, the amount of clarity that you get and the way you remember every line is different. And a proper guy who has to clear this exam should read NCERT before once, after class once, and before prelims once, before mains once. Because if you read in the beginning, you would have understood basics. After the class, concepts would be clear. And before prelims, you can recollect the facts. Before mains, you will get to know what points you have to write in the answer. Minimum 4 readings. And when we talk to students, students have this basic mindset that, sir, I don't have time to read these NCERT books multiple times. Can I read gist of it? Can I just take some test? I saw one institution providing entire polity in some 20 pages. When you go through that, if a student has read Lakshmikant and if he has made notes, his notes of 20 pages, it is worth. If you read someone else's 20 pages and if you feel questions will come only from this is foolishness. Trust me. So, my sincere request to the aspirants who are just starting, it will take 2 to 3 months for you to set in place. Start with the syllabus and also start with proper books. Identifying proper books and having complete syllabus is the first thing that anyone should do. Along with this, an aspirant who is just starting should begin his preparation with newspaper. Now, there are 2 types of people. One who are good in English, another one who are good in their local language, for whom English is difficult. But apart from Hindi belt, if we are talking about Karnataka guys, Andhra guys, Tamil Nadu and others, prelims you will be writing only in English. CSAT also is important. So, read the Hindu newspaper so that language would be developed. Especially read editorials. Work on the language, right? Editorials are very, very important. And here, read every editorial irrespective of whether you need to remember or not, whether it is important or not, doesn't matter. Read to understand language. People who are good in English and those people after working for 2 to 3 months on language should focus mostly on the news. The meaning of this, try to read and understand what is happening. For a UPSC aspirant, newspaper is not a book. It is his general awareness. Only with this awareness, he would be in a position to answer better. So, read newspaper not to make notes, but to understand what is happening around you in detail. Sometimes the issues may require previous background. And if you are not having that previous background, then my suggestion to you is listen to certain videos, right? Some toppers and some faculties have made videos. AKS also gives you everyday newspaper analysis. You do that newspaper analysis regularly, guys. Every day. This is mandatory for you. What is that? Newspaper analysis. Every day it is mandatory. Now, when you are reading or seeing these videos are for 30 minutes. You will understand what is being taught or what is there in the newspaper. They'll try to provide background information for the same, right? They'll try to provide background information about the issues in the newspaper for these topics. Clear? Now what you will be doing for 2 months, if you regularly follow the videos, you will get to know what is happening in the news. So after watching videos, read newspaper. Don't read newspaper before that if you are not understanding issues. See, I'll tell you. People, those who do not have English language, first focus on what we call as improving language through newspaper. Once English language is good and people who are good in English, your problem will be understanding the concepts. To understand the concept, watch a video first and then start reading newspaper. If you do this for 2 to 3 months, initially it may take 2.5 to 3 hours. But over a period of time, you will take only 1.5 hour to complete the newspaper. Here, I want to tell you people, UPSC is not at all difficult. UPSC is difficult if you start in a different manner. If you can plan things properly and focus on the issues, I hope it should be easier. Further things, what needs to be done and how you should proceed, I'll be doing in other videos. In these videos, I wanted to tell all the students who are preparing for next year exam, and if you have started your coaching just now, do these basic things and do the things with clarity. These are the stuff which others don't inform you much. So we thought of giving you the information through this video. AKS will be starting new batches for UPSC prelims, mains, optionals and all. So you can contact us at the following numbers. Thank you guys.
This video is brought to you by AKSIAS.